Gold Rush bombshell is Parker Schnabel, really leaving the show. For over a decade, Gold Rush fans have followed Parker Schnabel's journey from an ambitious teenager to one of the most prominent gold miners in the Klondike. With 15 seasons under its belt, the Discovery Channel's flagship mining show has made Schnabel a household name among reality TV enthusiasts and mining aficionados alike. But recently, murmurs have been growing louder across social media and fan forums. Is Parker Schnabel preparing to walk away from Gold Rush? In a candid and reflective interview, Parker Schnabel pulled back the curtain on his life goals and uncertain future with a show that helped shape his career. While he hasn't officially quit the series, his recent comments suggest a man who is not only thinking about the next chapter, but is already making plans for it. Let's dive deep into what Parker said, what it means, and where he might be headed next. From rookie to mining royalty. When viewers first met Parker Schnabel, he was just a teenager working under the mentorship of his legendary grandfather, John Schnabel. With his sharp work ethic, quick thinking, and natural leadership, Parker quickly evolved into a major player in the mining world. His meteoric rise wasn't just a product of luck or editing magic. It came from relentless ambition and a deep-rooted passion for the dirt, the process, and the reward. Now, at 30 years old, Parker has spent nearly half his life in the gold fields. He's not only mined millions of dollars worth of gold, but also built a business empire many miners could only dream of. Yet, success on this scale comes with a new set of questions. What comes next, and how long can anyone keep grinding this hard? Facing the future, Parker's reflections. In the interview, Parker Schnabel was remarkably open about his mindset. Heading into what could be the final phase of his Gold Rush journey, he admitted he doesn't know exactly what the next few years will look like. And surprisingly, he's okay with that. Rather than seeing this ambiguity as a threat, Parker views it as a transition point. In his eyes, the end of Gold Rush, if and when it comes, is not the end of career or identity. He made it clear that he doesn't define himself by the television series that made him famous. Instead, Parker believes his best days might still be ahead for him. The future isn't something to fear, it's something to shape. A family legacy of late bloomers. One of the more interesting revelations from Parker was the influence of his family, particularly when it comes to career longevity. His grandfather, John Schnabel, didn't even start gold mining until he was 65. That late-life pivot turned into a respected legacy that continues to guide Parker's decisions today. Even more recently, Parker's father started a new business venture at age 69. And as Parker noted with admiration, is living his best life. These examples have profoundly shaped Parker's mindset. There's no deadline on ambition. Age for him is just a number. That family influence is why Parker doesn't feel pressure to squeeze every ounce of success out of Gold Rush. He knows there are other adventures waiting, and he's not afraid to seek them out when the time is right. The Dominion Creek Challenge. Despite all the talk about the future, Parker is far from done with the present. In fact, he's right in the middle of one of the most ambitious mining goals of his career. At the start of season 15, Parker set a 6-year target to extract 60,000 ounces of gold from the historic Dominion Creek claim that breaks down to a staggering 10,000 ounces per season, a goal that would challenge even the most seasoned pros. But Parker didn't take on this challenge lightly. He's aware of the stakes. His water license, essential to the mining operation, is only valid for 6 years. That means the clock is ticking, and there's no room for missteps. Dominion Creek isn't just another job site. It's a make-or-break operation that would define the next chapter of Parker's mining career. And whether or not Gold Rush continues filming, Parker is fully committed to seeing it through. What happens if the cameras stop rolling? The question of Gold Rush's future has lingered for a few seasons. Now cash changes, rising production costs, and tougher mining conditions have led to speculation about whether the show can keep going. But for Parker, the answer is simple: gold rush or not, the work goes on. He's made it clear that the camera's television helped elevate his profile and open doors, but mining is in his blood. He doesn't need an audience to justify his goals, and in fact, the Dominion Creek storyline offers a built-in arc that could extend the show several more seasons if Discovery sticks with him. There's more than enough content to ride through season 20, but even if that doesn't happen, Parker will still be out. They're chasing gold life beyond Gold Rush. What's next? If Parker completes his 6-year plan at Dominion Creek, he'll still be just 35 years old. That's a milestone few people hit with 2 decades of career success behind them. So what comes next? Parker has dropped hints about exploring global mining adventurers, starting a new business, or perhaps mentoring the next generation of miners. A new series, one focus on international challenges or educating young diggers, wouldn't be out question. Given his curiosity, drive, and fearlessness, it's safe to say whatever he does next will be bold and likely off the beaten path. Millionaire, not materialist. Despite being a millionaire, Parker Schnabel lives surprisingly modestly. In the same interview, he gave fans a rare peek into his personal life, and it wasn't what most expected. He doesn't own a mansion or a fleet of luxury cars. At the time of the interview, he was staying on a friend's couch in Los Angeles. That's right, one of the most successful miners in TV history was crashing on a couch. Unlike many young millionaires, Parker doesn't splurge on designer clothes or flashy toys. In fact, he had to pause and think when asked what he typically spends money on. The answer: not much, at least when it comes to himself. Memories over material things. What Parker does spend money on are experiences, especially ones he can share with the people closest to him. One of his favorite splurges was treating his dad to a World Series game. Another favorite activity is organizing full-blown bonding trips with his crew. These aren't just quick weekend getaways. One year, they went on a major hunting expedition. Another year, they hit Las Vegas for 3 days of fun and relaxation. For Parker, these experiences are a way to say thank you to his crew. They aren't just coworkers, they're family, and these shared adventures are how he builds loyalty and keeps morale high during grueling mining seasons. A big spender at work, while Parker is personally frugal. He admits to being a bit reckless with the company credit card on the job. He doesn't hesitate to make bold and expensive decisions if he believes they'll pay off. He even joked that his crew has taken the card away from him at times to keep spending in check. It's a humorous reminder that while Parker might not blow money on personal luxuries, he's not afraid to bet big when it comes to business. That mix of restraint and boldness is part of what's made him so successful and so compelling to watch. The bottom line is Parker Schnabel leaving. So is Parker Schnabel really leaving Gold Rush? Not yet, but he's certainly thinking about life after the show, and he's preparing for it with intention. His focus is locked on the Dominion Creek Challenge, and he remains fully committed to mining whether cameras are present or not. What's clear is that Parker's story isn't over. Whether he's on television, traveling the world, or building something entirely new, his best adventures may still lie ahead. He's not chasing fame or fortune, he's chasing purpose, and that may be the most valuable thing he's ever found. Conclusion: Parker Schnabel has built a legacy of hard work, ambition, and humility as he stands at the crossroads of Gold Rush and whatever comes next. One thing is certain: he's not done digging, not just for gold, but for meaning, adventure, and a life well lived.